All right, so today I'm giving my little TED Talk on my ideas about being the hardest worker in the room and just the overall importance of hard work and how it can play and benefit you in life. I think working hard is something that everyone can do. It's not just for, stereotypically athletes, be the hardest worker, or business people, be the hardest. It's literally in every aspect of your life you can use hard work. But with that being said, most of my work ethic and most of my beliefs on hard work come from my time playing football. I was never the biggest, fastest, or strongest guy on any of the teams I played in, from kindergarten all the way up to college. But being the hardest worker in the room was my way to kind of catch up the slack and make up for my lack of natural ability. Like I said, it's not just for sports. For instance, you might be a student looking to go to medical school and you're in a room full of really, really bright people and you don't feel so smart because you're having to take notes and study a lot more than some people. Well, that should be your key to success right there, seeing that these people are breezing through the classes without working hard. But if you know that you're working harder than them, that's going to take you farther. That's just something that I believe. One of the references I wanted to make to hard work and kind of some of the things that I've built my beliefs on hard work around is one of my favorite books that I've ever read. It's called Relentless by Tim Grover. In the book, he talks about his ideas of hard work, and he talks about something that I thought was pretty neat. He talks about the idea of coolers, closers, and cleaners. These are all three kind of personality types, I guess. Or not really personality types, but these are kind of three ways that people carry themselves in life. And here's an example he gives on page 28 and 29 of his book, Relentless. He says, "Coolers let others decide whether they're successful. They do the job and wait to see if you approve. Closers feel successful when they get the job done. Cleaners never feel as if they've achieved success because there's always more to do." That to me right there is everything that I believe about hard work. The line about cleaners. Cleaners feel as if they've never achieved success because there's always more to do. You're always chipping away at the next mission. You're always trying to achieve the next goal. And that's the way to be a hard worker, and that's the way to achieve success. Another quote from Tim Grover's book is one of my favorites on page 40. This kind of describes the mentality that you have maybe while you're working hard, and when your body's telling you to stop, or it's coming a time where you're mentally not focused. Here's what he says on page 40. "Bottom line, if you want success of any kind, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Every time you think you can't, you have to do it anyway. That last mile, the last set, the last 5 minutes on the clock, you have to play the last game of the season with the same intensity as you played the first. When your body is screaming and depleted and telling you, 'No way, asshole,' you work harder and tell yourself, 'Do it now.' You control your body. It does not control you." That's a really cool look on it, and that's a way that I think that we should all think whenever we're working hard is, I'm in control here, I'm pushing, I'm a hard worker, I'm getting this thing done. Now, Tim Grover's books, he's also got another book called Winning. Both of those are great books for, just learning about hard work and how far it can take you. But if there's anybody that I've ever learned anything about hard work from, it was my favorite athlete of all time, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was the epitome of a hard worker. He was absolutely everything that a hard work embodied, and he was truly my role model. He's kind of the reason that I take hard work so seriously, and he's one of the greatest of all time. He achieved success through hard work. Another book that I'm going to reference is Kobe Bryant's book, The Mamba Mentality. And on page 26, he talks a little bit about the ways that he worked hard in his training day. And if you listen to this parts of his training day, it's really crazy. So he said, "I always felt as if I started my day early, I could train more each day. If I started at 11 o'clock, I'd get a few hours of rest, and then I'd go back to the gym. But if I started at 5 a.m. and went till 7 a.m., then I could go again from 11 to 2, and then 6 to 8. So by starting earlier, I set myself up for an extra workout each day. Over the course of a summer, that's a lot of extra hours in the gym. At the same time, starting early helped me balance basketball and life. When my kids woke up in the morning, I was there, and they wouldn't even know I'd just finished at the gym. At night, I'd be able to put them to bed, then go work out again during my own time, not theirs. I wasn't willing to sacrifice my game, but I also wasn't willing to sacrifice my family time, so I decided to sacrifice sleep." That's another really big part of hard work, is sacrifice. It's absolutely essential to becoming successful. Whether we decide to sacrifice relationships in our lives or missing out on events with our friends, you've got to find a way to make the time for extra work. And like Kobe said, he sacrificed sleep. Nobody did it better than Kobe Bryant. He was the hard worker. So those are just some of the things that I believe about hard work, and those are some of the books that I read and that I really took a lot from in terms of hard work. So that's it, really, and I just wanted to say I enjoyed my time in this class. It was fun, and it challenged me to dig deep and be creative, and I really, really enjoyed a lot of it. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to next semester.